just say this, man. Going into this fight, it would have been hard to maybe say, if you win this fight, you deserve a title shot. But when you said that in the cage, it started to make sense, I think, to a lot of people.
Sure, hopefully so, right? Yeah, we do that trilogy. I mean, if you look at everybody I've beaten, everything I've done in the octagon, and if you look at me and TJ's history, I mean, why not? You know, I think I deserve. My only loss at bantamweight was for TJ, and here I am. I lost to him in 2015. I turned around. I won all my fights against top level guys, against up and comers, you name it, and here I am again. So we gotta do this trilogy.
I think one of the reasons maybe people would have thought that is because your last fight with him wasn't that long ago, but the way things are shaping up, why isn't that a fight that would make sense? That's your argument.
Hey, God does everything. God does everything right, you know, and I believe it. I think one day it's gonna come. I'm not getting any younger. Everybody knows, that's for sure. But I feel great. You know, I haven't had a lot of damages in my fights, and I take really good care of my body. Thanks my family for helping the veterans stay in shape here. But yeah, it's turning out to be kind of how I envisioned. Thank God.
Were you upset or aggravated that he came in heavy yesterday? Did that bother you?
Yeah, it was a mixed emotions. I was at first. I can see myself on the stare down. I kind of had my eye, because I can tell when I'm looking real deep into a person. I had my eye looking real hard at him. But no, I didn't have any hard feelings. I mean, I know the process of weight cuts, and I'll tell you, it's tough. I mean, I had a tough time making weight. If it wasn't for my brother Freddie, I wouldn't have made weight. But we pushed deep, and we were up into 3 in the morning cutting weight, and the guy didn't give his extra, his extra strength, and didn't work as hard. But you know, that's on him. You know, he lost a little bit of his purse or whatever. But you know, God bless him, and make sure hopefully he comes back strong.
Talk about how you felt like the fight was going until the knockout. I mean, he was.
Yeah.
Was he tough in there?
He was tough.
Until that?
I felt him very tough guy. I mean, everybody in the UFC is gonna be tough. I felt him tough. You know, good defense until the knockout. You know, with a good wrestling, and I've got a good wrestling defense, but I felt his timing was pretty good. He's a hell of a fighter, so hopefully he comes back strong. I know he will, you know, I'm happy with the victory, even though he was a little far from the rankings compared to my rankings. It was a good fight. It was a worthy opponent.
John mentioned it in the cage, but your first finish since 2013, I think, is your first knockout or TKO since 2012. I mean, how did that feel? It
felt good. It was kind of autopilot. You know, my brother and my coach, they were like, "Hey, Raphael, believe in it." You know, it's one of those feelings. Man, I'll tell you, I'm a gentleman. I'm not bragging, but you know, when you put your hands on somebody, it's kind of tough. But everybody had told me in training, my training partners. Diego Saraiva, he just texted me this morning, "Hey man, believe he put that hand, it's gonna go down." Unfortunately, it was him, right? But it worked out fine for me.
If the title shot does not come next for you, do you feel like it's just a matter of time before it will come at this point?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I think it's a matter of time, yeah. Because I mean, look, I'm not the type of fighter that get up there and do backflips and fancy stuff, but I'm very consistent, you know. I show up, I make weight, I do my job, I don't talk, I don't do anything, I have fun, I treat people well, I'm a martial artist, and the title shot will come. You know, thanks for the UFC for the opportunities and believing in me, but it will come.
Thanks, man. Congrats.
Thanks, man.